Yes, so in this video, we are exploring how to build up our dropshipping business. And so, what is dropshipping? Dropshipping is a business model where you set up with a third party, that is a supplier, and you have these products in your shop, your online shop. So, when a customer comes in to buy your products, you do not handle the packaging and everything directly to the customer. It is your supplier who does that. That means that it makes this a very attractive business model for entrepreneurs. Right. So it is something that you directly do not handle anything involving packaging, whatever it is. No, it is the supplier who does the packaging, is the supplier who makes sure that the product gets to your customer. Now, what is the exciting thing about this thing? It means that you are getting your supplier sell the product at a wholesale, and the profit is to you direct. The supplier may charge shipping costs, but after taking everything, what is left is your profit. Now think about it. You did not invest anything. All that you did is to create an online shop, and then you get a supplier, and then you connect that supplier to your shop. So the customer comes, and what happens is the customer purchases, order goes to a supplier, the supplier sends the product to your client, and then deduct all the expenses that go with it, and the difference is for you. Right. So it makes this particular model very good for people who have very low capital, or you do not have capital at all. It makes this a very, very profitable business model for entrepreneurs. Right. So let's go to the next step. We understand what dropshipping is. How do we start one? How do we set up a dropshipping business? As somebody who really have very little capital and you want to work. Right. So number one is for you to identify, what do you want to sell on your shop? What do you want to sell in that shop? What you want to sell in the shop will determine the supplier you get. So you have to find, and we say, identify your niche. These days, niche has become a very popular word on social media and on online businesses because it is an area that you look at that you know you want to operate in. So, do you want to sell clothing? Do you want to sell health products? Do you want to sell shoes, jewelry? Whatever it is, you have to identify what you want to sell, and that will inform you as to which of the suppliers to go for. And even if it is the niche, you've identified your niche, you still have to narrow down on who gives you the best of prices. Right. So when you look at your niche, you have identified your supplier, then what you have to do is to go ahead and look at sourcing out your products, right? You need to source out your products. And how do we source out the products? We have apps that are connected to shops. There are so many of them. When you talk about drop shipping, we have CJ, drop shipping. We have Sprockets that you can connect to your online store.
Erica Home.
You can connect to your online store. We have Sell the Trend. There are so many. You explore online apps that you can use to drop ship. There are so many. So these are some of the apps that you need to connect to your online store to be able to get suppliers that will supply products to your customers. Right. And you can't do without this. Okay? You can't do without this. Now, when you get the supplier, what is the next thing to do? The next thing to do is we have one of the suppliers, the platforms that you can use that these apps connect to is AliExpress, that has become so popular. AliExpress is a Chinese shop platform where they sell so many, it's a collection of so many suppliers dealing in so many products. So AliExpress will provide products that you connect to your shop so that you are able to have variety of products. Your customers can have variety of products. Now, AliExpress is a platform where you get products very, very cheap. Okay, very, very cheap, and then you bring them onto your online store, and you are good to go. You are good to go. And the apps that I was talking about, like CJ Dropshipping or Spocket or Sell the Trend, they deal directly with AliExpress. But some of them have, narrowed the way they've done their research to finding good suppliers. And that is something that we need to talk about later in another video. All right. So after we know what drop shipping is. We know that we need to look at the niche in which we want to operate in. We have looked at which are the apps that we need to connect to our store. And then we've looked at some of the platforms that we can use. That's AliExpress. Now we have come to a place where we need to set our shop up, our online store up. How do we do that? And that brings to mind what platform? There are so many platforms that you can use to set your online store. One of the platforms you can use is Equid. Equid will connect you to so many so many sales platforms. Equid will make you set up the platform. They will give you an opportunity to set up your store, and they will connect you to various sales platforms. Now, you can look at Shopify, which does almost the same. We have eBay. eBay does the same. You can create your shop on eBay and connect suppliers like Amazon to eBay. You have not gone in to manufacture anything. You haven't also bought any product. They are all connected by apps and automation. Right. We have Etsy. Etsy is a platform that you can use to sell your online products. And then, one of the things that you can also do that I really have come to like so much is to creating a platform, a website. You can equally create your own website that you connect some of these apps, and then you drop ship into your own website. We'll talk about it in another video. Yes, so these are the platforms that you need to set up your online store. You need to explore them because there are so many things that go into them. Most of them have free versions that you can use, but after using the free versions, if you need to scale your business, like I've always said, you need to promote, and that is where small coins come in. You need to promote the business, and once you are promoting the business, you need some cash to promote the business. But if you can do like 70% of the work, without spending anything. Right. So these are the ways that we can use to build a very profitable drop shipping business. Okay. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is also to emphasize how you can maintain sales. How you can maintain sales. You need to get your sales up, and you need to scale up the business. Now, when you start selling, you have done so many things, and then you've incurred small costs to promote, and then you are selling. If you are selling, what you need to do, you are not going to buy products. You are not going to buy anything. the profit that you have gotten, you can use some of the profits and scale up the business to make more profit. Some of these platforms that I've already mentioned, when you look at them and you explore one or two, and then you look at a promotional tool that you have explored, I would advise, usually I want to try about 2 or 3, then I can choose which one works well for me. So if it is Facebook ads that you can use to scale up your business, maybe you can try Facebook ads, you can try Google ads, you can try TikTok. These days, TikTok is one of the tools that really is making a lot of trends in terms of sales. So when you try these 3 tools and you realize that, okay, I get so many sales when it comes to advertising on Facebook, then you should amplify that, right? It's not advisable to be here and be there. If you see that one tool is working very well for you, concentrate on that tool. You can have 1, you can have 2. Concentrate on those 2, and then make sure that you are making your money. After all, what we are looking for is to make money. It's not about roaming platforms. We need to scale up the business and make money. All said and done, it's more money we want. So let's explore the tools. Let's explore the social media platforms and see which one works with us. I always say that look at a platform that resonates with you. For me, I've tried various platforms. I've tried various promotional tools, and I realize which one works for me, right? So I don't go roaming. If I have something to sell, I scale down. This is where I want to promote. I pay the money there, and then I get my sales. That's it, right? So we have looked at how to set up a profitable dropshipping business with very little, minimal cost. Look, let's go out there and explore the tools, explore the platforms, and make up the money. I will see you in the next video. Bye.